there when you needed me. The house still hums with quiet echoes of conversations left behind. Your favorite jacket hangs by the doorway like it's still waiting for your time. I passed the room where we once laughed, and every wall remembers you. The photographs don't know you're gone, they keep pretending nothing changed. There were 1,000 ordinary moments I thought would always be around. I never knew how much I'd miss them till silence became the loudest sound. And now the evenings stretch forever, and shadows gather by the sea, because the truth I cannot outrun is I wasn't there when you needed me. I replay old voicemails in the darkness, searching for something I somehow missed. A warning hidden in your breathing, a goodbye buried in the static. Everyone says don't blame yourself, but memories don't listen well. They keep returning every midnight with stories I already know. I remember all the times you called, and I said I'd call back soon, never realizing fate was listening, counting down the hours too. Now every ringing phone reminds me of what can never be, because I wasn't there when you needed me. I wasn't there when you needed me, when the world became too hard to bear. I thought there'd always be tomorrow, I thought we'd always have more years. Now every prayer feels heavier, every tear falls differently, because the person I was trying to become wasn't there when you needed me. The winter came without permission, covering everything in white. Even the roads we used to travel disappeared beneath the night. I stood beside your resting place while snowflakes settled on the stone. And for the first time in my whole life, I understood what being alone meant. Not the kind where no one's around you, but the kind that lives inside your chest. The kind that stays through crowded rooms and follows you to bed. I wanted one more conversation, one more chance to disagree, one more chance to tell you everything before you stopped hearing me. Sometimes I dream you're still here, standing underneath the porch light, smiling like nothing happened, like grief was only a nightmare. In those dreams we talk for hours about all the years ahead, about birthdays, holidays, grandchildren, about all the life we never lived. Then morning breaks the illusion, sunlight floods the room, and reality arrives quietly like it always does, leaving me alone with questions that time refuses to free, because I wasn't there when you needed me. I wasn't there when you needed me, and that's the wound that never fades. The world moved on without asking while my heart stayed in that place. If I could trade every tomorrow for one yesterday, believe me, I'd spend it sitting by your side, being Don't return to the valley, flowers blooming near your name. Nature has a way of continuing, even when people cannot. I watch children playing nearby, laughing in the afternoon sun. And suddenly I remembered how much you loved simple things. The smell of coffee in the morning, rain against an old tin roof, family gathered around a table, stories passed from mouth to mouth. You understood what mattered most long before life taught it to me. And I wish I had listened better when you were teaching me. Years have passed, yet some evenings still arrive carrying your voice. Not in words exactly, but in feelings I recognize. I've learned grief isn't forgetting, and healing isn't letting go. It's learning how to keep loving someone who can no longer stay. It's speaking their name with gratitude instead of only pain. It's carrying what they gave you through sunshine and through rain. And though regret still visits sometimes, like an old friend I didn't choose, I've learned to live beside the sorrow instead of losing to it. Maybe heaven keeps unfinished conversations safe somewhere beyond the stars. Maybe every word we never said still exists inside our hearts. Maybe the people we lost know more than we understand. Maybe they see every tear and every trembling hand. Maybe forgiveness reaches farther than guilt can never climb. Maybe love survives the distance between your world and mine. I wasn't there when you needed me. The house still hums with quiet echoes of conversation. The autumn came without permission, turning green to shades of gold. And suddenly the world looked older, like it was carrying a sorrow of its own. Your photograph sits on the dresser beside the lamp we used to share. And every night I catch myself still looking, as if somehow you'll be standing there. There are conversations I remember, word for word, line by line. Simple things that felt so ordinary before they became frozen in time. And if I had known it was the last time I'd hear your laughter fill the room, I would've listened a little longer, held on a little tighter too. Keeps tapping on my window like it's trying to get inside. Carry memories I buried in places I thought they couldn't find. Everyone says guilt is heavy, but they never explain the weight of replaying old moments endlessly, trying to negotiate with fate. I remember all the missed phone calls, the texts I thought could wait, the visits I kept postponing, believing there was still more time ahead. Now every unfinished sentence feels feels like a stone I carry through.
Because the hardest thing about losing someone is realizing they needed you too.
I stood beside your grave one morning while the sky was dressed in gray, and for the first time in my whole life I didn't know what to pray. Because faith feels complicated when your heart is breaking apart,
when the person who taught you how to love
leaves a hole inside your heart.
I kept hearing everyone's speeches about heaven and better days,
but all I wanted was another hour to tell you the things I never said.
and man, I'd trade every possession, every dream I've ever chased,
for one more chance to sit beside you and watch the sunlight cross your face.
I wasn't there
When you needed me,
and that's the wound that never heals.
the clock keeps moving forward,
But my heart stays where it was.
I thought there'd be another morning, another chance to make things right.
Now I search for you in memories
Every single night.
If love could rewrite history,
I turn back every page,
because I wasn't there
when you needed me, and I still carry that pain.
and I still carry that pain.
Winter settled on the valley, covering everything in white, and somehow all that empty beauty only made me miss you more tonight.
The holidays arrive each year now, but something always feels misplaced.
Like the world forgot to notice
The absence,
sitting in your place. Everyone gathers around the table, sharing stories, laughing loud,
and then your name slips into conversation.
and silence settles like a cloud.
Some people call it healing,
But I think it's learning to survive
with an emptiness beside you
for the rest of your life. Sometimes I dream we're talking like nothing ever changed,
like sorrow was just a misunderstanding,
and loss was never real.
You tell me not to blame myself,
You tell me you found peace,
you tell me love is stronger
then the distance between hearts. Then morning breaks the illusion, sunlight spills across the floor,
and I wake up reaching towards someone
who isn't there anymore. I never needed forever,
I never asked for endless years.
I only wanted it a little more time
Before the goodbye appears, before the goodbye appears.
Now spring is coming slowly, flowers bloom beside your stone,
And somehow life keeps growing,
even when you're gone. wasn't there when you needed me. The house still hums with quieted echoes of conversations left behind. Your favorite jacket hangs by the doorway, like it's still waiting for your time. I pass the room where we once laughed, and every wall remembers you. The photographs don't know you're gone, they keep pretending nothing changed. There were 1,000 ordinary moments I thought would always be around. I never knew how much I'd miss them until silence became the loudest sound. And now the evenings stretch forever as shadows gather by the sea, because the truth I cannot outrun is I wasn't there when you needed me.
Replay old voicemails in the darkness, searching for something I somehow missed. A warning hidden in your breathing, a goodbye buried in the static. Everyone says don't blame yourself, but memories don't listen well. They keep returning every midnight with stories I already know. All the times you called and I said I'll call back soon, never realizing fate was listening, counting down the hours too. Now every ringing phone reminds me of what can never be, 'cause I wasn't there when you needed me. Because the person I was trying to become wasn't there when you needed me. The winter came without permission, covering everything in white. Even the roads we used to travel disappeared beneath the night. I stood beside your resting place while snowflakes settled on the stone, and for the first time in my whole life I understood what being alone meant. Not the kind where no one's around you, but the kind that lives inside your chest, the kind that stays through crowded rooms and follows you to bed. I wanted one more conversation, one more chance to disagree, one more chance to tell you everything before you stopped hearing me. Sometimes I dream you're still here, standing underneath the porch light, smiling like nothing happened, like grief was only a nightmare. In those dreams we talk for hours about all the years ahead, about birthdays, holidays, grandchildren, about all the life we never lived. The morning breaks the illusion, sunlight floods the room, and reality arrives quietly like it always does, leaving me alone with questions that time refuses to free, because I wasn't there when you needed me. I wasn't there when you needed me, and that's the wound that never fades. The world moved on without asking, while my heart stayed in that place. If I could trade every tomorrow for one yesterday, believe me, it's sitting by your side, being where I should have been. Spring returned to the valley, flowers blooming near your name. Nature has a way of continuing, even when people cannot. I watch children playing nearby, laughing in the afternoon sun. And suddenly I remembered how much you loved simple things. The smell of coffee in the morning, rain against an old tin roof, family gathered around a table, stories passed from mouth to mouth. You understood what mattered most long before life taught it to me. And I wish I had listened better when you were teaching me. Years have passed, yet some evenings still arrive, carrying your voice, not in words exactly, but in feelings I recognize. I've learned grief isn't forgetting, and healing isn't letting go. It's learning how to keep loving someone who can no longer stay. It's speaking their name with gratitude instead of only pain. It's carrying what they gave you through sunshine and through rain. And though regret still visits sometimes, like an old friend I didn't choose, I've learned to live beside the sorrow instead of losing to it. Maybe heaven keeps unfinished conversations safe somewhere beyond the stars. Maybe every word we never said still exists inside our hearts. Maybe the people we've lost know more than we understand. Maybe they see every tear and every trembling hand. Maybe forgiveness reaches farther than guilt can never climb. Maybe love survives the distance between your world and mine. I wasn't there when you need.
The autumn came without permission, turning green to shades of gold. And suddenly the world looked older, like it was carrying a sorrow of its own.
Your photograph sits on the dresser beside the lamp we used to share. And every night I catch myself still looking, as if somehow you'll be standing there.
There are conversations I remember, word for word, line by line. Simple things that felt so ordinary before they became frozen in time.
And if I had known that was the last time I'd hear your laughter fill the room, I would've listened a little longer,
held on a little tighter too.
Keeps tapping on my window like it's trying to get inside,
carrying memories I buried in places I thought they couldn't find.
Everyone says guilt is heavy, but they never explain the weight of replaying old moments endlessly,
trying to negotiate with fate.
I remember all the missed phone calls, the texts I thought could wait, the visits I kept postponing, believing there was still more time ahead.
Now every unfinished sentence feels like a stone I carry through, because the heart
is realizing they needed you too.
I stood beside your grave one morning while the sky was dressed in gray, and for the first time in my whole life I didn't know what to pray.
Because faith feels complicated when your heart is breaking apart, when the person who taught you how to love leaves a hole inside your heart.
I kept hearing everyone's speeches about heaven and better days,
but all I wanted was another hour to tell you the things I never said.
and then I'd trade every possession, every dream I've ever chased,
for one more chance to sit beside you and watch the sunlight cross your face. I wasn't there when you needed me, and that's the wound that never heals. The clock keeps moving forward, but my heart stays where it was. I thought there'd be another morning, another chance to make things right. Now I search for you in memories every single night. If love could rewrite history, I'd turn back every page.
because I wasn't there
when you needed me,
and I still carry that pain.
settled on the valley, covering everything in white, and somehow all that empty beauty only made me miss you more tonight.
The holidays arrive each year now, but something always feels misplaced,
like the world forgot to notice the absence sitting in your place.
Everyone gathers around the table, sharing stories, laughing loud, and then your name slips into conversation,
and silence settles like a cloud. Some people call it healing, but I think it's learning to survive with an emptiness beside you for the rest of your life. Like nothing ever changed, like sorrow was just a misunderstanding, and loss was never real.
You tell me not to blame myself, you tell me you found peace,
you tell me love is stronger than the distance between hearts.
then
Morning breaks the illusion, sunlight spills across the floor, and I wake up reaching towards someone who isn't there anymore.
I never needed forever,
I never asked for endless years,
I only wanted a little more time
before the goodbye appeared. Now spring is coming slowly, locked away where they can't hurt anymore. Maybe the people we've lost can see us standing at the same old door. Maybe they know how much we miss them, maybe they hear every prayer, maybe they spend
you're still there.
And maybe forgiveness is a gift
Given by the ones we lost.
when they know we'd trade anything
To undo what it cost. I wasn't there when you needed me, but I carry you every day.